That we have to do something different, so being able to mix two different worlds, the art world and Lexus.
So for us it was really interesting to discover the links that we can consider as inspiration in our own ways of making work. And a lot of it comes from Japanese origami and this relationship to paper and geometrical forms. Somehow mark that and have a sculptural piece that is based on origami mainly.
The sound of the car, but at the same time sounds of the materials that we work with, so metal and concrete. So I was trying to have this, because this UX is not a loud car at all, so, but it is strong. So how can you convey a car that is respectfully silenced, but at the same time is powerful and strong?
UX Art Space is a combination that Lexus has allowed us to inspire ourselves by the UX. It is for young artists who have created site-specific work for this exhibition. We have inspired by the daring design, the crossover innovation, and the urban versatility of the UX. The UX Art Space is in the middle of Cais de Sodré. You will find contemporary art, design, crossover completely in the center of Lisbon. The UX Art Space has been created for showing the crossover between contemporary art and the design. We have invited 4 young artists to show and to produce new, exciting, new work site-specific for the car.
I suppose the most interesting thing was having to respond to a specific color palette. Since I always work with color and form and shapes, it was really challenging to try and construct something out of the Lexus-inspired palette. It's a juxtaposition of different architectural shapes, and then fragmenting the elements of the car into color. And the forms of the car, transforming them into each specific color to make a composition that is more spatial. Really looking at the car, trying to find shapes inside something that you wouldn't even, you think car. I really want them to feel as if almost the shapes that are in the space, or so they can almost imagine the car moving through the space or the shapes running through the space.
When Carolina, the curator, invited me, I thought it was a nice experiment mixing art with this world of cars, especially in my case, considering that I deal sometimes with the idea of speed and of aerodynamics with the Lexus world and with the Lexus car. When I think of Lexus, I think of Japan and this universe of handmade things, but also technologically very advanced. The drawings come from a practice of drawing every day, from which I do a selection, and these drawings come from this selection of drawings that I take out from my daily practice. And they have this idea of dynamism and movement inside. It's an idea of escapism and fugitive situation.
I'd like to invite the customer to join Lexus for the first time to experience something new This exterior is combining very strong feeling of the sportive and glamorous. I'd like to make this vehicle fun to drive, almost like a hatchback. It looks very wide stance, but minimum turning radius is just 5.2. It's really compact and nimble vehicle. I wanted this vehicle very strong and secure feeling, but at the same time to be very stylish and refined. I'd like to offer the customer very wide view and openness of the interior. If we look at the traditional Japanese architecture, the boundary between inside and outside is very vague. To enjoy nature together with the daily life, I'd like to offer that kind of openness and the connection between inside and outside when you are driving. I want to push those people who are trying to enter a new world to start something new. So I want this vehicle to be a cue for the customers' lifestyle change.